Alright, here I got another battle. Let's see if I can narrate this bitch before I go to school. It's currently 8:47 and my class starts at 10, but I gotta get to that bitch an hour early because I need that seat. Otherwise I'm gonna have to sit next to somebody and that shit is no good. So, what do I gotta say here? I'm using the same team here. The other dude got a fairly standard team, and then he does have a Star Raptor, which isn't exactly standard, but it is quite threatening. Well, it's pretty threatening. It really hits hard, and you know, it might be banded or scarfed, and I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's pretty much plays the same role as a horse, except a lot worse than a horse, so whatever. The rest of this team is fairly standard, so I shouldn't have too much of a problem with it. But yeah, here the lead, I was kind of trying to play mind games with him because I know he has Dolphin, and a lot of people like to get up their rocks as soon as possible, like literally as soon as possible, so they just lead with their stealth rocker. But I have Rotom, which is a very common lead, so I'm thinking he's gonna predict my Rotom, and he's gonna lead with Star Raptor. And even if he doesn't do that, Scarf leads are kind of, I don't know, they kind of work. But he could pretty much lead with anything. He's got his own Rotom to lead with. He's got his Heatran, which might also carry Stealth Rock, but probably won't because he has a Dolphin. And that Scizor might even be scarfed and he want to go for a U-turn or some shit. Magnezon's pretty much the only shit. Magnezon and Heatran's probably the only shit that's not gonna lead. So, but like I said, I'm predicting the Star Raptor, predicting him to predict my Rotom lead. Because if he's scarfed, then that close combat is gonna do a lot. I don't know if it'll kill, but it should do a fuck ton. So that's what I was thinking. I didn't really expect him to lead with Donphan. Well, like I said, I did expect it, but I didn't think he'd do it, and it turns out he does do it. So this is a very good matchup for my horse, which was sent out there to hit the something with the Stone Edge. But whatever, I'm just gonna go to Rotom like I probably should have done in the first place, since I have no idea how good this guy is. So there's not really any point for me to fucking predict some shit like that. So I'm trying to go for the burn just to break the Donphan sturdy, but I missed the incoming Rotom, so that kinda sucked. He predicts some shit to come in. I guess my Lander's thinking I'd be that guy, but I'm not that guy, so I take the Hydro Pump with my Rotom. Then I'm gonna predict him to go into Scizor, because I went into Latias, and why the fuck would you go into this thing to possibly take a Draco Meteor when you have a Scizor sitting perfectly there? I guess he was really scared of the fucking HP fire, but whatever. Anyway, and I'm gonna have to get out. That's not really gonna work out for me, because like I said, this guy is a threat, and it turns out he's fucking banded, so my T-Tar just gets fucking wrecked. So that means I'm not gonna get up rocks, which is kinda gay, but whatever. I should be able to deal with his shit. So I'm gonna go into Horse and threaten some shit, and he decides to stay in. He could've went to Donphan, but I don't know, I could've just went to Rotom. Rotom was gonna come into Donphan all day, every day. So he's gonna bring out this Scizor. I'm gonna go to Genesect to take some possible bullet punches slash U-turn slash whatever the fuck he wants to do. And he traps me with his Scarf Magnezone, which I did not expect the Magnezone to be scarfed, because in my opinion, Sub Magnezone's a lot more useful, but yeah, there's not really anything I could do about that. So I'm gonna go into Landorus and predict his Rotom to come in, go for the Focus Blast, but I fucking missed, so that's kinda gay. Now I'm gonna have to be forced to go into my Latias, and he's probably gonna Volt Switch out into his Scizor, but instead he goes out to Heatran, so, and it has an air balloon, so I'm thinking this is another one of those faggots that saw my other video and is counter teaming me with like sub Heatran with HP Ice. But one of the dudes on Smogon actually did that, so I had to hit that power button on him because he's a faggot. But yeah, enough about me being a little girl and calling people names because it makes me feel better. Horse is gonna come in here on the HP Ice, because I don't know why the fuck he was using HP Ice. But Horse comes in here, about to annihilate some shit. He goes to his Rotom, which I'm thinking was scarfed, so he probably didn't expect my Scarf Horse, which is pretty fucking stupid. So that pretty much tells me this guy doesn't really know what the fuck is going on. So that's pretty good for me, because I could actually win and upload a battle. LOL. So I think I sacked my laddie ass there. I'm not even watching this shit, to be honest. So I'm gonna go for that burn on the scissor, and he brings in the Donphan, so that's gonna be pretty good for me, because now the Sturdy is gonna be broken, and I don't have to worry about that, which means Landorus should be able to do a fucking shitload with HVIs. Probably 1-hit KO. I'm pretty sure it's a 1-hit KO. But I'm gonna get Ice Charged. That's not gonna kill. Anyway, that's not even gonna happen, because my Rotom is gonna annihilate some shit with some water. Some hydro pumps, and he's gonna go to this Magnezone here. Makes a decent prediction. I figured he'd go for the Thunderbolt, but I didn't want to go into my Landorus just in case, because I still need Landorus for his Scizor, because it could take a Bullet Punch while Horse can't. So he predicts that and catches my horse and kills it, but he's at the point where he's pretty much fucked, because anything he does, I could still win the battle. If he'd have gone for Thunderbolt, he would have been forced to kill his shit, and then he would only have Scizor left. Then he'd come in and Bullet Punch me, and then I'd just go into Rotom and destroy his shit. So he was fucked either way. So his best option, to be quite honest, the best option he has, what I would have done in situations like this, I like to resort to something I call hitting the power button. So when all else fails, that power button will come through. So I end up winning. I know this narration was kind of half-assed, but like I said, I need to get to school an hour early, because that's the way I do it. Anyway, comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.